stand up. This is a message from Glenn Lal. Please join me Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7:20 p.m. and let's continue. Let's continue this fight for our own thing.
GHK Lal on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. It's Friday the 13th. Beware. This is the National Outlook. GNBS new oil and gas department stringently monitoring measurements of crude on board FPSO vessel. I say that's a good development. GNBS, Ghana National Bureau of Standards. The FPSO, floating production, storage and offloading FPSO vessel. I'm glad we've got this unit. You should be glad too. It has gone out, the GNBS, and recruited some people, trained them here, trained them overseas. The training will continue. They call them oil and gas inspectors. And they did it at the University of Texas in Austin, Texas, the heart of America's oil industry, before and now. So that's a good place, a century of expertise. So we have a beginning in place, and I commend the GNBS and the government of Guyana for having this in place through these, I would think mostly, if not all, Guyanese officers, inspectors, oil and gas inspectors. Has to be a coveted position because they're out there 125 miles to sea, 28-day rotations. So we're gaining knowledge of what is really going on there. We're having some comfort as to the kind of vigilance that we need to bring to bear in our baby. I can use words like embryonic and infant and all of that. Our baby oil and gas industry. So we have people on site. Good, good, good. To watch out for us. To monitor for us. To see what goes from the bottom of the sea through the pipelines into the vessels, the tanks, the wherever, that it is what Exxon says it is. It's what those meters and mechanisms that are in place say that they are. I like that, and we should all like that. Now here's something else. So we have police in place. Well, we have police in place in society. And look how much trouble we have. Look how many policemen are in trouble before the courts and inside of the force that we don't know about. So I'm saying, where I'm going with this, is that our oil and gas inspectors on site, monitoring for us, that's good. To be good if we can have every confidence that they are doing the best possible job that they can out there on our behalf. A job that's principled and honorable and ethical. At the end of the day, we always come back to these things. To these three things that you can teach up to a point. But the bottom line is that you've got to have it within inside of you. Somebody's got to police them. We've got to police their lifestyles, with all due respect to them and the GNBS, with all due respect to them and the GNBS. The GNBS. Somebody's got to police our oil and gas police. Their lifestyles, their assets, here and overseas. Oil companies have a way of getting to people and compromising them. If they can get to presidents and prime ministers and ministers and princes and sheiks, what can they do to a little